If you struggle with closing big copywriting clients or getting clients in general, this video is for you because I will talk to you about an overpowered concept that will allow you to land giant copywriting deals in no time so you can start making some real money, guys. So let's get right into the concept of getting your foot in the door, guys. So, if you as a small freelancer want to close big copywriting clients that pay you 5k to 20k per month in retainer fees or like in revenue share, so you can make a living off of just one single client, you need to get your foot in the door, guys. That's the most important concept, you know? And I am going to explain everything as to why you need to utilize this concept if you want to see huge success, guys. And I will go through the whole step-by-step process, starting with step number 1, identifying a problem, guys. That's the very first thing you need to do if you want to close giant copywriting clients, guys, you know? So the first thing you need to do is identify a gap in their business, you know? And a gap can be one of two things. One, a missing marketing instrument, and basically what marketing instrument just means is it's like a landing page, an email sequence, it's just like a fancy word kind of, you know. And the second one being a bad marketing instrument, and I am going to explain what these two mean in a second, guys. But first of all, I am going to give you one example each, you know. So for the missing marketing instrument, this can be, for example, a dropshipping coach that has a full high-ticket call booking funnel that brings him consistent sales, you know? And he also has a lead magnet funnel. And they have good copy and it isn't too big of a gap, you know? It's like completely fine and it wouldn't be worth to solve this gap for them because it's already like kind of good, you know? But there is no welcome sequence behind the lead magnet funnel, meaning they leave money on the table, guys, you know? Meaning 5 to 8 emails that get sent out after opting in for the lead magnet. Then this is a problem you can solve in step number 2, guys. If they don't have the welcome sequence, this is a problem you can solve in step number 2, you know, which we will get to later in this video. Now to the example 4, the bad marketing instrument. So this time a marketing instrument is not missing. This time it's just not that good, you know, so yeah. Same example, guys. Dropshipping coach with a high ticket and a lead magnet funnel, you know. He also has a welcome sequence this time, but the copy in his welcome sequence is extremely bad and it's only 2 emails or something when you should do something along the lines of 5 to 8 emails so you can like completely nurture the prospect into actually wanting to buy something. And yeah, 2 emails definitely won't do the job for that. So yeah, it's a very bad kind of welcome sequence, you know. Then, if they have this problem, this is also something you can solve in step number 2, guys, you know. That's it for the examples. Now to step number 2, solving the actual problem, guys, you know. Now that we identified a gap or problem in the creator's business, it is time to fill that gap with our outreach, guys, you know. And there are 2 ways of providing this value to them. Information or implementation, guys. And I am going to give you a very brief explanation on that because I already made quite some videos on that topic. But basically the only ways to give value to someone in your outreach is to either give them new information on something that they can implement on their own in their business, you know. Information is usually like a Loom video telling them about some sort of a mechanism that they don't take advantage of as of now, you know. And the second one being implementation, meaning you already act on the information kind of, and you create the thing for them up front. So basically it has to be useful, kind of tangible implementation, like writing a full welcome sequence for them that they can just take and put into their email service provider, you know. Something like very straightforward and easily implementable, you know. That's like a very brief explanation, excuse me, on what you can do in terms of delivering value, you know. So yeah, let's stick with the lead magnet welcome sequence example, guys. We can either create a Loom, meaning like new information, to make him aware of the problem and kind of consult him on the fact that he doesn't have a welcome sequence and that he needs one, or like a better one, so he can start making some real money with email marketing. You know, that's like option number 1. but you can also create a Google Doc with a full welcome sequence, meaning like implementation, and already send it over to him before even getting paid by him, you know? That's like the second thing you can do. And the key is to only pitch singular services in order to get your foot in the door, guys, you know? Because you won't be able to take over the whole marketing for him and be his one and only growth partner instantly, guys. It won't work out, you know? Simply because he doesn't trust you enough yet, but most importantly because he has many other people for these roles in place. He basically already has a team, so you can't just do everything for him just after you send your first outreach. It's not going to work. So yeah. Also because he is a very big creator with a very big network, you know? And the two keys to nailing this are: key number one, solution he needs and wants, guys, you know? So if you create a welcome sequence for them, it can be very valuable, but if he doesn't want the thing, it's not going to be nice, you know? Your stuff can be extremely valuable, but if he doesn't understand or acknowledge or like want it, it's not going to hit as hard, or maybe it won't even hit hard at all, you know? So yeah. Key number two will be quality outreach, guys. That's also very important to understand. The stuff you create has to be extremely good, of course, you know? And by the way, just a little plug in here, I have a free 2-hour outreach masterclass, like a free school, link is in the bio. I tell you exactly how to provide high value outreaches that are actually valuable, you know, that are like very good new information and very nice, useful, tangible implementation, guys. So go ahead and check it out after you've seen this video. So yeah, let's go right into the lesson back again. Now to step number 3, closing him, you know? If the prospect is interested after they saw your outreach, like the very high value one, that where you solved a problem of his, you simply get onto a call with him, you know? You pitch a singular service that will fix a bad or missing marketing instrument for him, you know? Very simple, guys. Now to step number 4, delivering the service. That's the next thing you do. Simply create a high quality welcome sequence, if we stick like with the same example, or make the existing one way better, you know? And now if done correctly, or like correct, you should be the guy for welcome sequences, you know, like the guy for welcome sequences, or maybe even the guy for all his email marketing, guys, you know, because he simply understands this guy is the GOAT when it comes to welcome sequences and writing emails in general, you know. And now to step number 5, finding more opportunities in his business. So basically, you identified a gap, you provided a solution in the outreach, you delivered the service in a call, and now you find even more opportunities for him. Again, identify more gaps, guys, you know, identify more bad or like missing opportunities, kind of, you know. Missing webinar launches to increase lead temperature and convert viewership that didn't buy yet into purchasing customers. That's like one thing you can do. You can also find a bad sales page copy or like design that could be way better in their ecosystem, and you just create a new one for them. There's plenty ways of like finding new opportunities. You just have to be knowledgeable of like everything and understand what goes into good marketing instruments, you know. Sometimes you will call stuff out that other team members are doing for him, indirectly insulting them, you know, which can be kind of bad because they will be mad at you and it will be kind of, bad for you. But yeah, the key is to be friendly and professional about it, guys, you know. But most importantly, being able to justify and explain to the creator or like the team member why the marketing instrument is hot garbage, you know, and why you can do it way better than them, you know, and why you want to give it a shot yourself. Now to step number 6, providing even more service, of course. Simply fulfill the next marketing instrument for him and make it extremely good, guys. Get them results so they really trust you in the long run, you know? And yeah, now to the last step, step number 7, infiltrating his ecosystem, guys. And this one is very interesting. By now, he should acknowledge your competency, guys. He knows you are extremely good at what you do. This is the stage in which you make yourself irreplaceable, guys. And by the way, I have a whole YouTube video on this topic. It's called like how to make yourself irreplaceable as a copywriter. Go ahead and check this video out after you've watched this one, and go like check the Outreach Masterclass as well, you know. Basically, I have a whole video on that. So yeah, you slowly ask him to take over everything, kind of, like the whole marketing side of things, even the stuff other team members do for him, and ultimately you will be the CMO, meaning like the chief marketing officer of the whole company. And that is able to take a huge revenue share from him, something between 10 and 20%, guys. That's overpowered, because you don't just do the emails, you are the growth partner, essentially doing all of the marketing for him, and that's how you get your foot in the door with big clients, close them in outreach, and ultimately make yourself irreplaceable so you can make a living off of one single client, guys. And that's it for this video. If you want even more sauce on copywriting, outreach and stuff, or if you have like any questions, go ahead and comment them down below. If you want to see the free 2-hour outreach masterclass, where I teach you more about like information, implementation, and like the 2 best outreach methods out there, go ahead and join the school. Basically, there are only 168 people in there, so you are still pretty early because there will be thousands of people inside. I review your outreach in there and I answer your questions in there, so it's almost like a paid mentorship. So yeah, hope to see you inside, hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.